map compared to that cross-spawns Deadwing. And we're going into set number 2 on Overgrowth. Like you mentioned, this is the Neighbor Star League. It's Rogue versus GuMiho in the losers match. Let's jump into game number 2. Up here in the top right in the red, the Zerg player from the generic Green Wings, it is Rogue.
Having a rough time. Not looking happy at all. And down here in the bottom left, it is GuMiho, up 1 game on another fantastic mech map. Dare I say it.
That it is. We've seen Hack. Hack came out on this map in Pro League. I forget exactly who he was facing, but he did win, I believe. Also, Reality. His games with Sulky went down in history in Pro League. I think some of the longest games went up to like 2 hours and 48 minutes or something. Me and Wolf cast that one. That was a long night.
Yeah, I think I remember that one, actually.
And we had to go to a regame, actually. That game didn't end. And the regame was like 45 minutes as well.
And that was, I forget the map, but I remember it. Yeah, well, this can definitely happen on this map as well. If Rogue lets it be, he's got to be really on point with it this time.
Pool first.
Yeah, he's a little nervous of it. Some kind of cheese.
Yeah, Rogue's been doing this a lot today. Like we mentioned before, the support crawlers when he didn't need it, just kind of being too safe.
Unfortunately for him, though, it is going to be CC first, so he's going to definitely take the disadvantage build order. Man, I just haven't seen anyone so tilted in the booth before. Like, I mean, we've seen
Sue.
No, Sue doesn't get tilted. He just gets.
Well, he just looks angrier and angrier.
He just looks angry and like plays badly sometimes. But like, I guess the closest guy would be Marine King.
Oh yeah.
Where he visibly looks upset and like almost plays like he wants to leave the game. But
yeah, he like runs his stuff into the enemy and just dies.
But Rogue, you know, he's just looking very upset. Not a bad move from Rogue though, making those 6 lings. He could actually make something happen with this. I may have miscalled it. CC is half done. Lings still have to make it all the way across the map.
Then again, it isn't the longest map ever. And with that scout, he's going to know exactly that this is CC first.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will. There certainly won't be enough Marines out.
Yeah. GuMiho's going to have to make a wall, possibly, but he doesn't have that barracks in the right place.
Well, CC will definitely finish in time. But yeah, he does not have units in place for it. Like, he should put down another racks there because he's not going to get his CC there in time. Instead, he's just going to let it go. He's just going to let it go. He's going to let it go. He's going to have to pull SCVs.
Ooh.
Once that Marine is out. And what's he doing? What is Rogue doing from this situation? Going to try for an SCV. He's going to try to trade with some SCVs. Not a bad choice.
He's getting a decent trade here. He gets
Marine
2 SCVs.
Yeah, not a bad trade for. But still, you're fighting against the CC first. 2 mules just already came in, and they're going to make quick catch-up. And already a factory nearly finished at this point. Yeah. No gas even on the map.
Reactor here on the barracks. I wonder if that's going to be for a lot of Marines or really just swap it there with the factory.
I think he'd
make a starport.
He'd have to swap, right? I mean, yeah, it should be a swap. Making 1 extra Hellion first. He could go for Marines with this. I mean, we'll have to wait and see if he's going to be going for mech or go for bio this time. We are seeing the second gas being added. And
starport.
All right. So he's going to lift that factory, go for the reactor.
Yep.
And then that starport.
Roaches.
Well, this is a good start. Much better start for Rogue. Already identifying it could very well be mech this time. I should probably make that roach barn.
Going to make it a bit easier to defend against any Hellbat shenanigans. The Banelings were good last game, but Roach is also good. They're those 2 mules we were talking about. There's the armory.
There is
only
the
one this
armory.
time. And a bit earlier as well.
Yeah, it is. And no lift off on the starport. There we go. All right, so we are going to go into Banshee. Hasn't been scouted, so it should definitely be Banshee this time. And 2 Marines on the map, looking for an overlord that is really exposed. Queens are going to come down to meet him. Should be enough.
Should be able to save him. Probably even a transfuse at this point. Hellions, almost called them Hellbats, coming in here supporting those Marines.
Give him like 2 more seconds, Valdez, and there will be Hellbats. And yeah, that Banshee.
Pretty nice micro here from GuMiho, actually taking down a decent amount of health on the Zerglings and the Queens, as well as the Overlord. But this time there are 5 Roaches ready.
Yep, you see the Roaches. But I mean, this is also kind of a victory for GuMiho because he already has Banshees on the map. He's like, okay, you went for Roaches. You're gonna run into my Banshee. Be forced to turn around or waste all your Roaches on the map. And it'll give kind of map control back to GuMiho for now. Nothing will be done with this 8 Roaches.
Yeah. Looks like he's just going to run home. Try to salvage what he can. 1 Hellion looking to get some scouting done. Those Queens over at the 3rd base is a pretty good opportunity, but some Lings spawn. The nice slippery Hellion micro there out of GuMiho will get in the main. Sees the lair timing. Now the Banshee coming in. Cloak has finished, but the Spore Colors are done.
Yeah, Spores are done. Shouldn't be able to find too much, though the Spore isn't centered, so not the best sort of detection vision. As we can see, Banshee does find a way. And yeah, we do see a tech lab on the racks, but just simply not being used at all. And there it goes again.
Second Banshee coming in here, but the Overseer is out.
Oh, gets the Queen with the energy. Not going to go for that second Queen.
Small group of Hellbats and the 2 Marines not doing much, just controlling the Watchtower, and that's a lot of Hellions coming out. And only 6 Roaches right now. Making a lot of drones is Rogue. This is a pretty decent Terran force out of the map.
It's not too bad at all, especially if there's a second Banshee coming in to help out with this. I mean, there's only 2 Queens, one of them being very damaged, one about to go down.
Oh, but there's the supply depot's down. These Ling's going to get some decent damage, but he's got to worry about what's on the front doorstep right now. Some Hellions pushing back. Those Roaches and the others are getting work in the mineral line. We already see some drones are going down here, trying to run away, but they're lining up for the Hellions. 1 more shot. Oh, not barely. Oh, 1 more? Possibly.
Oh, he's almost found it. And more Roaches pop out just in time. And look at that supply lead for Rogue at this point. 50 supply up. GuMiho just not really finding much way in.
Yeah, I thought that attack was going to do a bit more damage, but it turns out actually the run by from the Lings did a bit more.
Yeah, it did a lot of damage.
And that's definitely going to put GuMiho on the back foot here. We have a counterattack from Rogue with a lot of Roaches.
And look what is defending at this point. We see 2 Hellbats and a Raven against Math Roach.
I just got 1 Banshee.
He's got 1 Banshee. It's coming back still. That's going to take way too long. And a tank just finished. He's going to have to barrel up this ramp, going for the reactor. 2 tanks.
It's a lot of Roaches.
A lot of Roaches.
He's got to get in there and snipe those tanks. Some of the SCVs are being pulled here for the repair, but one of the tanks does go down. The other one goes down as well. Both tanks have been sniped, and more Roaches are coming through that wall. Now a lot of SCVs are going down. Trying to rebuild that wall is GuMiho.
Yeah, he's trying. Actually making a supply depot there. And looks like he will stabilize for now. And Rogue can essentially just go back into droning from here, going to Mutalisks, which he has planned. He's already got enough for 9, almost 10. And there is no anti-air, Valdez, none whatsoever.
Rogue could have done a lot more damage with those Lings if they were fighting as well.
Yeah, big mistake forgetting about them. Imagine that if they were part of the counterattack as well. Everything would have died in that natural.
Yeah. Well, GuMiho trying to build back his life on Overgrowth. He does have that 3rd CC, and he's trying to get out his tanks here for the defense of it. But Rogue, he's got 4 bases. He's taking the gold 5th. Like you said before, tons of mutas coming out. He's already got about 80 drones. Rogue looking fantastic in this game to take it.
I think it's almost without a doubt at this point, Valdez. 152 supply to 85. 5 bases he's going up to the newly third. But not long for this world third of GuMiho's as we see mutas barreling down, getting ready to intercept everything out that's in between.
There's a Viking here.
The Viking is going to do everything with that point defense to nope. GG.
GG. So we're going to game 3 here in the losers match. Rogue making it faster here in game number 2. A really nice defense.
Looking a bit better, a bit happier. Has he stabilized? Is his emotions in check?
I think so, man. I think a win like that will definitely just calm you down and give you the confidence to roll through the momentum.